Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. In the last set of videos, we've looked at the selection tool, the Marquee tool, the lasso. We went on to look at the object selection, the select subject, and others. We're going to be looking at the pen tool, which is used for selecting objects. But let's look at its drawing path, so to say. So the shortcut is P for the pen tool. Alright, P for the pen tool. Of course, if you want to use your pen tool for selection, you make sure in your path. But today we're going to be looking at the shape path because we want to draw. So all we need to do is you could click, and click like so. And guess what? And when you go to your field and you put the color there, you have a shape. So easy. Now, one thing about the pen tool is that some people trying to use the pen tool, they want to be precise with the drawing at first. But for me, when using the pen tool, you could draw something that is not like it yet, because later on you could fix it. So now I have this. Let's say I add a stroke, and I increase the stroke size like so. Of course, I want it to be thick. Alright, so let's say I have this drawn using my pen tool. So let's see what I can do with this. Let's edit this, or maybe as a vector. Of course, Illustrator is used for vector graphics, but let's try to get creative with this. So I'll move to my direct selection tool. Of course, you could just click there, like your Adobe Illustrator. You could click. I never knew we had the direct selection tool there in Photoshop. In your Adobe Illustrator, you have it up there, but let's see. So what I will do is I'm going to add some points. So I'll come to my pen tool, right click, go to my add anchor point, and let's do some things there. I've added a point there. I've added one here, and I'll add one here too. So let's see what we've ended up doing. Go back to my direct selection tool, click there. I can move this inside. Now this is how it works. We have anchor point handles. Now let's get something clear. There's the anchor point. There's the anchor point handles. So this anchor point handle controls this line, while this anchor point handles control this line. So, and the rule is, the further it is, the further the anchor point handle is from the anchor point, the more round the line will be, and the closer it is, the line will get straight. So if it drags out, I get a round line there. I can move this around. Of course, I added one here. So if I can take this out, bring this in, drag this like so, drag this in like so, take it up there. Alright, so I'm going to add another point here. All I need to do is move to my pen tool, P, right click. At this point, I'm not going to my pen tool, I'm going to my add anchor point tool. I'll add one here, and whenever I want to play around with this, I'll go back to my direct selection tool, click that like so, move it up, play around with it like so, move it up again until I like what I have, and guess what? That is it. So with this, you could draw a lot of shapes, designs, all by using your pen tool. So for me, the pen tool is a must know for every creative in Photoshop, and I believe mastering it will pave way for you into a whole world of creativity. In this video, we are going to be looking at how to use your pen tool still, but in this case, we're going to be using the path and not shape. If you remember, we drew this using the shape, and if you go on to turn this on and you right click and you create clipping mask, it behaves like your regular shapes. Get the idea. So here, let's draw with our pen tool, P for the pen tool. Make sure you're on your pen tool, and let's say I just draw something simple, nothing complex. Just draw this like so. Of course, make sure you're in your path. if you look at it carefully, when I start drawing, it's drawing a shape, so it's in a shape layer. But when I make sure I'm on my path, I can just start drawing like so, and it will not be on its own layer. And the reason why this works this way is because this is going to be like a selection at the end of a day. Let's say I'm done with this, nothing hard, just simple. So the beautiful part of this is that I can still play around with this. I could go back to my direct selection tool, click here, drag it there as usual, drag to get something that I want, click there, drag. I could still come to my pen tool, let's say, or I click delete anchor point, maybe click this and the anchor point is gone, or maybe I don't want this, click it too. So yeah, I can do a lot here, but take note that when you're doing this, make sure you are okay with the selection you're about to make, because once you right click and go to make selection, you've lost all these editing capabilities. So I will just finish up like so. Okay, I can click here, make sure you click, move it there. I could click here. So let's just assume I'm okay with what I've done, right? Let's assume I'm okay with what I've done. All I need to do is to right click. I'll go to my make selection, maybe give it a feather of 3 for now. Of course, I think it's okay. Click there and look at it carefully, it becomes a selection. So this is more like the regular selection we do make with our MacWay, elliptical and the rest. So I can go ahead to now use my layer mask if I want, and I have this. And of course, just like a regular layer mask, I can click my layer mask there, go to my brush and paint that place back, increase it, and paint, just like how your layer mask works. So yeah, you can do that. And let's say I decide to add a new layer. Let me add a new layer here, bring it under there. I'll add a solid fill on this. Let's say a solid fill of I don't know what color now. Let's just keep it as white. Okay, just white for now. So if you observe, I'm able to create something, all right, just for you to understand how the pen tool works and the difference between the shapes and the path. This is what you'll be using most of the time. Okay, thank you for staying through. So right now, I hope you understand the difference between using the pen tool with the shape and using the pen tool with the path. In the next set of practicals, we're going to be designing some flyers together where you will see the practical use of the pen tool. Let's say, and you will see how we use the pen tool to achieve this effect here. Okay, this effect and all that stuff in real time. Okay, so see you in the creative practical session of this video or course. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.